just discussed about the equation of the plane and normal form, intercept form, and passing through a point, and then the Cartesian form and vector form. That is what. And the concept, the next concept we have to talk about it is, see, as I told you, I'll be go through the chapter comfort zone wise. I'll be just going. I don't go with the reader procedure. I don't take out the reader and teach them the things. So when I go this way, somewhat what is scoring, what is needed according to the board question, necessary things, what is needed. So average children and below average children will pick somewhat. So I just try my best in this particular pattern. So I have just kept the next concept is length of the perpendicular from point to the plane. So we know this, so I'm not going to discuss whatever we know it, we are just going to recall it. As I told you, we are just going walk through the chapter, all of us, so that to recall. So this is the distance, ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Here, what is the observation in the mistake I find is, so what happened in the reader, they are given the formula, equation of the plane they have given as ax plus by plus cz is equal to d they have given. So because of that, the plane distance formula they have given us ax1 plus by1. I have some problem with the pen today. Plus cz1 minus d by the root of a square plus b square plus c square. This is the way they have given. Whereas in the reference book and most of the places, this format is given. So presentation of the equation format is constant keeping in the left hand side, you get plus d. Constant keeping in the right hand side, you have minus d. So, but children get confused with what to take, whether the reader, what we are writing, or in the reference book. So we have to give the general format as plus d. So let us follow the children, ask the children to follow. Anytime making the right hand side 0 and keeping the constant in the left hand side, using this formula, we can have a standard pattern for all the class, all these children. Otherwise, children will get confused while referring the reference book as well as the reader and as well as what we are doing. So this one particular thing we need to observe, we need to take care while we are teaching this. Right, and the next concept is angle between the planes. Angle between the planes, and we want to do it, the angle. So we take the angle between the normals. Angle between the normals, cos theta is equal to, we take it as n1 normal n1 vector dot n2 vector by magnitude n1 into magnitude n2. So this concept here, nothing confusing or anything. So comfortably we can go for it. Angle between, generally we take it as acute angle. In some of the book we see modulus also. So this is what angle between the thing, that is the next concept we are recalling and we are proceeding. Next is angle between the line and the plane. So line equation is a vector plus lambda b vector is equal to r vector. So is equal to r vector. I was telling today my Wacom board has some problem. So is equal to, it's not writing, is equal to b vector. No, my pen is not right. Okay. So here angle between the plane is equal to r vector, and here we have normal vector. So angle between the plane, when we are writing, we are supposed to talk about the directed vectors and the normal vector. So here we'll be talking to the children that this is a line coming here and this is a normal. There is a line, angle between the line and plane is this one. But we are going to take, this is the angle 90 minus theta. The normal is perpendicular. So here we have a b vector for the line, and here we have a n vector for the plane. So cos 90 minus theta is equal to b vector dot n vector by magnitude b vector and magnitude n vector. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Again, we are talking about the acute angle. So we take it as b vector dot n vector by magnitude b vector and magnitude n vector. In the modulus we write it. So this is the angle between the line and the plane recalling concept. So which is very often with the discussion which we discussed. So coming this in the plane, while you are talking plane and the line, the three following concept, the more often when we repeat the concept is it goes in a comfortable manner. So what is it? Let me talk about it. When two lines are parallel and two lines are perpendicular, what is the concept? Two lines are perpendicular, two lines are parallel, what is the concept? So we need to insist them B1 parallel to B2. So you have A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2 equal to lambda. When it is the equation is coming, both the direction ratio, we can take it as the same. That concept here. Whereas the lines are perpendicular, B1 dot B2 is 0. So this is between the line and the line. The next concept we talk about plane and the line. For the plane and the line, when we are talking here, as I told you, there is this thing. So I'm just taking and pasting in the other thing. Every alternate screen have got some problem to write it. So I'm not able to write it. So let me take it to the other screen. So while I'm taking here, line is perpendicular to plane. Line is perpendicular to the plane and line is parallel to the plane. So what happened in this thing only? Here the line we are having b vector and we have normal vector. So line is perpendicular to the plane. Line is perpendicular to the plane phi, but n vector is perpendicular to and here line is b vector is perpendicular to n vector. So your line is parallel to the plane. At the time we are having n vector is perpendicular to b vector. Before going to the equation of the plane, whatever we are writing, these six concepts should be thorough. Here the plane is perpendicular to pi 1 plane perpendicular to pi 2 plane. So two planes are perpendicular. In this scale, this is also not writing. I'm just showing here normal from the for the lead plane is coming here. In this plane, if I take the side portion plane, so normal comes in this way, both are perpendicular. Plane perpendicular to the plane, normals are perpendicular. Plane parallel to the plane, normals are parallel. So in this concept, what are we using is here? Plane is perpendicular to the plane. So normal is perpendicular to normal. N1 perpendicular to N2. And here plane parallel to plane, N1 parallel to N2. N1 parallel to N2. So the sixth concept, what is to be done and which goes to the children in the best manner is when lines are parallel, what is the concept? When lines are perpendicular, what is the concept? When line is parallel to the plane, what is the concept? When the line is perpendicular to the plane, what is the concept? When plane is perpendicular to the plane, what is the concept? When plane is parallel to the plane, what is the concept? Very often recalling all these things will avoid the concept of confusion among the children. So here, a line parallel to the line will be B1 is parallel to B2. Here B1 perpendicular to B2. Here line is parallel to the plane. So N is perpendicular to B. Line is perpendicular to the plane, N parallel to B vector. And here, when two planes are perpendicular, N1 perpendicular to N2 When two planes are parallel, we are having N1 parallel to N2. If these things are going in a comfortable way, then the equation of the plane, what we are going to talk about later, will be very easy for them. So this concept insisting is important. Coming to the next is when the we are having, this is the in a vector chapter when we are talking, we would have talked about the shortest scalar triple product. Scalar triple product we are talking. Scalar triple product. In that scalar triple product, we have A vector, B vector, and C vector is equal to 0. That means we will be doing in the determinant A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, and C1, C2, C3, the components equal to 0. And we get it through the coplanar concept. Scalar triple product, A dot B across C, we do it. Right? So this particular part, if you are teaching, actually, this method, we are not having it in the CBSE, but while you are bringing this for remembering and recalling concept, this will be easy. So this pattern, we have to register them in such a way. So by looking at, so if you are looking here, first pattern, equation of a plane. So what is this concept? This is equation passing through 3 point, A vector, B vector, and C vector. So passing through the 3 point, these two gives you our normal. This R vector is nothing but the arbitrary point, xi plus yj plus zk. A, B, C 3 points are given, which is nothing but our equation given in the book directly, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1 equal to 0. So this, by looking at this pattern, we need to train the children what format is there. So if this format we are making them to understand, we can say that there are 3 points are there in the plane. One point is A, another point is B, another point is C. So this is the pattern equation of the plane they are asking, passing through the 3 point. Instead of talking so many things, conversion of the question into the language, 3 points given, and writing plane equation. One simple from that conversion will make them to understand what is the question. And that is what we need to train them. Very often speaking, what is given, what to do. 3 points are given, plane equation should be written. So what is a short format? And then going, then we can train them in all the things. Actually writing B vector minus A vector. Suppose 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 2, 1 is given. Then asking them to write D as of B vector minus A vector. So then writing 3 minus 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 4 minus 2, 5 minus 3, 2. And D as of C minus A. C minus A is again subtraction, 6 minus 1, 5, 2 minus 2, 0, 1 minus 3 minus 2. Then we can ask either finding normal vector by determinant, or in this pattern we can find it directly as the in the reader also given direct, children will be doing comfortably. So this way we can give, or we can train them to write the n vector finding A I J K by finding the direction ratios of these two patterns. So this is the first pattern. Coming to the second pattern, while I'm doing my second pattern is this is my second pattern. Second pattern, if you are looking, the children we have to train in such a way, A vector is 1 point, B vector is given, that means it is a B vector, it is a second point. And then n vector comes in normal, but I wrote n1. So what does it means? So equation of the plane passing through 2 points and perpendicular to another plane is given. So we can train them in such a way, 2 points are given and perpendicular to one plane. These 2 points combining, that is perpendicular to n vector. So here B vector minus A vector is perpendicular to n vector, and this n1 vector is also perpendicular to n vector. N vector is also perpendicular. So n vector perpendicular to n vector. Already we have to train in such a way, vector perpendicular to vector is a cross product. So we can ask them to find n vector as cross product B vector minus A vector, cross n1 vector, getting the answer, and then writing the equation ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. Here the answer is ai plus bj plus ck comes. So substitute a, b, c value, and then getting the d value by substitution of any one point. Any one point, d value can be founded, and then the equation can be founded. So what I wanted to tell is, by looking at the question, the children should be trained in identification. When it is given n1 and n2, n1 should be a normal of one plane, n2 should be a normal of other plane. So what is the question can be? So question can be equation of the plane passing through one point and perpendicular to two planes. Equation of the plane passing through one point and perpendicular to two planes. So again, this way I'm drawing, being a two dimension. So here n vector is perpendicular to n1 and n vector is perpendicular to n2. So we can have n vector is equal to n1 cross n2, we can get it. And then passing through the point substitution, we will give you the D answer, equation can be found. So what is the next pattern? So fourth pattern, this is, again, if you are having 2 points are there, one point is A, another point is B. So 2 points are given and B1 is given. So what is this B1 is telling you is, the question will be, have a problem in writing. So I am going to still in the fifth pattern. R vector minus A vector, B minus A vector, and B1 vector. So what is this concept says? This concept is passing through 2 points and parallel to a line. Parallel to a line. So this B minus A is perpendicular to n vector, and this B vector is also perpendicular to n vector. So B1 vector perpendicular to n vector, B minus A perpendicular to n vector. N vector can be found by cross product of B vector minus A vector cross B1 vector. So this identification gives you, this is the fifth pattern. And what is my sixth pattern? Next pattern. So that was the next one. Is B1 and B2 is given. That means 2 lines are parallel to the given plane. 2 lines are parallel to the given plane, L1 and L2. From L1 we have B1 perpendicular to n. From L2 we have B2 perpendicular to n vector. So we are having n vector is equal to B1 cross B2. We are able to find out the plane equation. And sixth one, if you see, if here also 2 points A1 and A2 is there, and in this pattern also 2 points B and A. What is the difference between this A2 minus A1 and A minus this one I wanted to give? So what is the difference means? Here I wanted to convey that R minus A and A1, A2 minus A1 and B vector tells me that, B1 vector tells me that this plane is containing 1 point A1 and containing 1 line. So when the plane is containing a point and containing a line, that is A2 minus A1 gives you 1 direction ratio, which is perpendicular to n vector, and B vector is perpendicular to n vector. So B vector gives B vector cross A2 minus A1 gives me my n vector. So this part gives my n vector so that I can proceed further. So this is the other one. And the last pattern, the last 2 pattern here, I'm giving you B1 and B2 and B1 and B2. Here also I give you B1 and B2. In this also B1 and B2. Here also I'm giving you B1 and B2. What is the difference means? Here I'm giving you equation of the line passing through 2 lines, containing 2 lines. Containing 2 lines. So we are having N1, N is perpendicular to B1 direction ratio, N is perpendicular to B2 direction ratio, N is equal to B1 cross B2. Any one point you can pick it up and frame the equation. And here, what is it? A2 minus A1. Here, the lines are parallel lines. Lines are parallel. At that time, only one B1 will come. So because both direction ratio parallel, so the determinant will become 0. That thought process we have to give. And A2 minus A1 will be the one direction ratio to find a n vector. B vector is another direction ratio. So this is what. So totally how many patterns we are having. If you are registering, if you are training them, then the comfort zone will be very, children will be very comfortable. That is passing through 3 point is one concept, passing through 2 point and perpendicular to one plane, and passing through 1 point and perpendicular to two planes. Third one. Then next is fourth one, passing through 2 points and parallel to a line. Next is passing through 1 point and parallel to two lines. And next is passing through 1 point and containing the line, 2 points and containing the line. And that is passing through 1 point and containing the line, containing two lines and containing two parallel lines. Total 7 point patterns are there. So with that, sir, niki mattavalla correction peppala only varendu per da irukka.
Hello, madam. Solunga, madam. Yes, ma'am.
2 teachers are there. I think other teachers have gone for correction. I don't. All are there. I did not notice. Sorry.
Yeah, all are.
All are there. Yeah. Now, this is what is what I wanted to convey. So these things are not there in the reader, but for the children to understand, if you go with all these things, it will be comfortable for them to do it. Now, the next concept is line. Equation of the plane containing two lines. So here, what is my technique is, I always say to remember this, I teach them with the invitation card. I teach them with the invitation card. What is the invitation card? I tell them when some people are coming and giving you an invitation, in the front page, you will be having the name and some God photo or something will be there. Venue will be there, the date will be there. That is a front page. And the last page will be having the compliment from the people. All those things will be there. And in the middle page, you will be having the jadagam of both the boy and the girl. Whose daughter, whose son, what is the qualification? All those things will be there in the front page. So we are finding the jadagam of the bride and bridegroom. This, even though it is a nonsense example, but when I say this, they never forget it. So they say that equation of the plane through the line of intersection of the two planes. So we have two planes are front page and the last page is given to you, and the middle page you are finding it. There are some invitation card will have many pages. So 2-3 pages will be there, sometimes 2 pages will be there. Like that, infinite pages can be given as it is there in the some what do you call files of files, whatever we are having. When we open the file, many flips will be there. So that is what is the concept we are learning. Equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of the two planes and through the point. So here we are having, so how I told you in the previous, we are having 7 patterns. Here we are having 5 pattern sums. That 5 pattern sums, we make them thorough, and then there will not be any problem. The first pattern is a concept teaching will be done. That is pi is equal to pi 1 plus lambda pi 2 is equal to 0. So this is the pi 1 plane, this is the pi 2 plane, this is the pi plane where we are finding it. So pi 1 plus lambda pi 2 equal to 0. Now we are writing comfort zone is only the Cartesian form. So I always go with the Cartesian form so that the average and below average children pick it up. So Cartesian form is 2x plus 2y minus 3z minus 7. The transformation of constant to the left hand side plus lambda times 2x plus 5y plus 3z minus 9 equal to 0. Now in the first pattern, passing through the point, I don't group it. I don't group it of the x term, y terms, constant term, z term. I don't group it because my previous year experience, they substitute for only for the normal terms. They pick up the direction ratio of normal. They substitute the point x, y, z, and the lambda goes wrong. So whenever passing through the point, I say it is the simplest sum. First pattern sum, you have to substitute it directly. So 2 into 2 plus 2 into 1 minus 3 into 3 minus 7 plus lambda into 2 into 2 plus 5 into 1 plus 3 into 3 minus 9 equal to 0. Then getting the lambda and substituting back the lambda in the equation 1 gives the equation directly. So I don't train them with what do you call grouping in the first pattern. Because we don't need normal in this pattern. So children are trained for all the other patterns for only with respect to the normal direction ratio of the normal. So here also they tend to pick the normal and most of the time it goes wrong. So that is the reason I have this particular pattern. If any other things you people are also having, please share it with me so that we can also use for our children. Now, the next pattern in this second pattern it is. Here in the second pattern, as usual, my thing is not working. And the beginning, some problem took place in the Wacom board and that continue till the end. That is what is happening. I'll try to paste it in the next and try. So here I am having equation of the plane containing the line of intersection of the two planes, which is perpendicular to one plane. So this is our basic invitation card. Pi 1 and pi 2 are there. And pi we have to find it. The lambda finding procedure, they have given you the third information perpendicular to the plane. So as I told you, I will just go and recall once again. When this concept comes, I just go and recall this concept. Plane perpendicular to the plane, what is the concept? Plane perpendicular to the plane is normal perpendicular to normal. That means n1 dot n2 is 0. So once again, recall this concept so that whenever we are going back and again we are speaking, children will understand in that way. So here after finding that equation, x plus 2y plus 3z minus 4 plus lambda time 2x plus y minus z plus 5 equal to 0. Here we group it. Grouping here takes place 1 plus 2 lambda into x, 2 plus lambda into y, plus 3 minus lambda into z, plus 4 minus 4 plus 5 lambda equal to 0. Here we need only the normal. So because of the direction ratio of normal of pi plane. Pi plane is 1 plus 2 lambda, 2 plus lambda, 3 minus lambda writing. And direction ratio of pi 1 plane, pi 3 plane, the third plane, which is perpendicular. We can draw the diagram and write the plane equation. 5x plus 3y minus 6z plus 8 equal to 0. So the normal here is 5, 3 and minus 6. So dot product will be 0 when the perpendicular. Dot product is a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 is 0. That gives you the lambda value. So once you get the lambda value, come back and substitute either here or here, you get the plane equation. This is the second pattern, line perpendicular to line. And the third is here equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of the two planes and parallel to the x-axis. So here the plane pi we are finding. After we find the pi plane, that is parallel to x-axis. So first is passing through the point concept. The next is nothing but next we are having is next concept is we have is first is passing through the point, next is perpendicular to the plane. The next concept is the plane pi what we are finding, that is parallel to the line. So pi plane parallel to the line, concept is n vector is perpendicular to b vector. So n vector perpendicular to b vector, we group the terms. Again, the same way, x plus y plus z minus 1 plus lambda time 2x plus 3y minus z plus 4 equal to 0. Here also, if you observe, we group the x term 1 plus 2 lambda into x plus 1 plus 3 lambda into y plus 1 minus lambda into z plus minus 1 plus 4 lambda equal to 0. Here also we group it. Since we are grouping and we are used to take the normal, the children in the first pattern also take only the normal 1 plus 2 lambda into x and 1 plus 3 lambda into y, 1 minus lambda into z, that they substitute and their sum goes wrong. Whereas here the direction ratio of the normal and parallel to x-axis. Yesterday itself I was talking that parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis, parallel to z-axis concept should go comfortably. So the direction ratio of x-axis they can recall. The direction ratio of x-axis is 1, 0, 0. So direction ratio of the x-axis is 1, 0, 0. Then b vector and n vector are perpendicular. dot product will be 0. So because of that, b dot n is 0. 1 plus 2 lambda is 0. In 1 plus 2 lambda into 1 plus remaining things will be 0. Lambda, you get it as minus 1 by 2. Substitute lambda either here or here, you get the plane equation. So this and all, actually, the main problem what I observe is we don't spend so much time with the children with all these things. So that is the reason they are also finding it difficult. We are not able to give many sums in this pattern. So that is what, and doing the monitoring, that particular part, if you are able to spend time, then it will go comfortably. And the next pattern in this is pi 1 plus pi 2, pi 1 plus lambda pi 2 equal to 0. Find the equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of the two planes at or at the unit distance from the origin. So the distance of this plane from the origin is equal to 1. I apologize to you because every time I'm spending time in cutting and pasting in the other page because my screen is not working to write it. So I'm sorry for it. New screen I can take, but all the question what I framed will go. So that is the reason I'm just continuing in this. So here that after that pi, after grouping here, 2x plus 6y plus 12 plus lambda time 3x minus y plus 4z is equal to 0. Grouping gives you 2 plus 3 lambda into x plus 6 minus lambda into y plus 4 lambda plus 12 equal to 0. This is the plane equation pi, we got it. That is 2 plus 3 lambda into x plus 6 minus lambda into y plus 4 lambda plus 12 equal to 0. And distance from the origin is given to you unity. That is the distance is equal to 1 unit given. So because of this, the distance is given to you. We use the formula, distance formula ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Or directly you can use the formula d by root of a square plus b square plus c square. And since it is from the origin. Using here 1 is equal to d is 12 by root of 2 plus 3 lambda the whole square plus 6 minus lambda the whole square plus c square is 4 square is equal to 1. Squaring both the side, getting the lambda value. Here 2 lambda value you get it. So you have 2 equation. Being a quadratic equation is coming, 2 lambda value will be there. So 2 plane equation will come in this pattern. And next is another important pattern here. And is the last pattern in this concept. You have is the last pattern. Here, what does it means? Find the equation of the plane containing the line of intersection of the two planes and whose intercept on the x-axis is equal to y-axis. Here, the concept they can change many times. Concept of x-axis is equal to x-intercept is equal to twice the y-intercept. Concept intercept on 3 times the x-axis is equal to half the intercept on y-axis. Like that language of the question vary here. We don't have, like how here the direction ratio they can change, parallel concept they can change like this. Here the language of the question can be intercept on x-axis is equal to twice the intercept on y-axis, like that they can change. So for this also, we frame pi is equal to pi 1 plus lambda pi 2. Pi is equal to pi 1 plus lambda pi 2 is equal to 0, the same pattern. Grouping will be done here also. X plus x minus 2y plus 3z minus 4 plus lambda times. Here minus 2x plus y plus z plus 5 equal to 0. Grouping will be 1 minus 2 lambda into x plus minus 2 plus lambda into y plus 3 plus lambda into z plus minus 4 plus 5 lambda equal to 0. Here they are telling that intercept on x-axis. There are many ways to do it, dividing by the constant, bringing this down. I prefer the method, I just write it to x-intercept, I underline. After I underline x-intercept, I make y0 and z0. And then I write it as 1 minus 2 lambda into x is equal to, transposing the constant to the right-hand side, 4 minus 5 lambda. So x-intercept is 4 minus 5 lambda by 1 minus 2 lambda. And then I write to get y-intercept. And I write z is 0 and x is 0. That makes it as only y will be there. Minus 2 plus lambda into y is equal to constant transpose 4 minus 5 lambda. Y is equal to 4 minus 5 lambda by minus 2 plus lambda. You got x-intercept, you got y-intercept. Equate both. 4 minus 5 lambda by 1 minus 2 lambda equal to 4 minus 5 lambda by minus 2 plus lambda. Here another most important concept. When we cancel these two parts, that will be a solution. Suppose they are equal, you get it as cancellation. That becomes, if they are not 0, you cancel being a same number. Suppose they may be equal to 0, left hand side is equal to 0, right hand side equal to 0 will come. So 4 minus 5 lambda equal to 0, lambda is equal to 4 by 5 is one solution. And second solution is if they cancel 1 by 1 minus 2 lambda equal to 1 by minus 2 plus lambda. So that gives you minus 2 plus lambda. So minus 2 plus lambda equal to 1 minus 2 lambda. So you get it as 3 lambda is equal to 3, lambda equal to 1. So two values will come. So two equation comes in this also. These are the pattern and equation of the line passing through the equation of the plane containing the line of intersection of the two planes. So this is what. Any discussion you wanted till now, whatever we discussed. So we were this almost we have done it, and of course I have this concept is next one. Find the coordinates of the point where the line through the 2 points crosses the xy plane. I'll take find the coordinates where the line x minus 1 by 2 equal to y plus 1 by 5 equal to z minus 1 by 2 crosses the xy plane. Crosses xy plane, they can ask, or yz plane they can ask. So like that. So where the line crosses. So this point we have to find out. So for this we write the general point first. After writing the general point, x is equal to 2 lambda plus 1, y equal to 5 lambda minus 1, and z is equal to 2 lambda plus 1. Crosses the xy plane. So we write the point on the xy plane. Point on the xy plane will be in the form x comma y comma 0. So making the z 0, 2 plus lambda plus 2 lambda plus 1 is 0. Lambda is minus 1 by 2. Substitute lambda in the x and y, we get the coordinate. So most important question. So where it crosses the xy plane, where it crosses the yz plane, where it crosses the xz plane. So yz plane means the point is 0, y is z, and xz plane means x, 0 is z. So accordingly, we equate that particular coordinate, get the lambda, we get the point of intersection. Suppose if it is crossing the normal plane, at that time you will be having, so it is not crossing at the time. So 2 points are given. With the 2 points, first we write the equation, and then we write the equation of the line first. Then we write the general point, and then general point substitute in the plane equation, and then get the lambda, and then lambda put back in the general point, you get the point m. Similar to that concept. Here we are having many concepts up the continuation. After we get the m point, they may give some other point, find the distance between the 2 points. Using the 11th standard formula, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, we plus root of z2 minus z1 the whole square, we get the distance. Or sometimes they ask, write the equation of the point P from the point of intersection they ask. So using the 2 points, we can write the equation. Sometimes they just ask the direction cosine of the point and the intersection point. So many questions can be asked after we find the coordinates of the point. So there we have to train the children. So this is the thing. Coming back to some questions here. So now we go for some intercept form plane equation questions. A plane needs the coordinate axis such that the centroid of the triangle is alpha, beta, gamma. Show that the equation of the plane is x by alpha. So we write the equation of the plane as x by intercept form of equation of the plane. First we write. So here we are recalling intercept form of a plane, x by a plus y by b plus z by c equal to 1. So the plane is making the intercept ABC on the coordinate axis with respect to the point A 0, 0, 0, B 0, and 0, 0, C. And then here they have given you the centroid is G is alpha, beta, gamma. So using the centroid formula, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 and z1 plus z2 plus z2 by 3, z3 by 3, which is alpha, beta, gamma. And substituting the respective point, a by 3, b by 3 and c by 3 will come. That is alpha, beta, gamma. So while you are taking a by 3 is alpha, a is equal to 3 alpha, b is equal to 3 beta, c is equal to 3 gamma will come. Replacing ABC, x by 3 alpha, y by 3 beta, z by 3 gamma is equal to 1. So you get it as x by alpha plus y by alpha plus z by gamma is equal to 3, which is what using this, show that the equation of the plane is this one. So this is a question which is not there in the reader, but very often. This is a reader question only. Prove that the plane intercept has an intercept ABC and is at a distance of p units from the origin. Show that. So distance of the plane from the origin is given to you. P units. Distance is given to you. Here also it is not written. Okay. Distance is p units given from the origin. The plane is intersecting at the point ABC. A 0, 0, 0, B 0, and 0, 0, C. Distance of this plane is x from the origin is p units. Intercept form of a plane is x by a plus y by b plus z by c. As I told you, minus 1 equal to 0, I take it. So D will become minus 1. Distance is p units is ax1. Capital A is 1 by a. Capital B is 1 by b. Capital C is 1 by c. Capital D is 1. And the distance from the origin minus 1 here. So 1 by a into 0 plus 1 by b into 0 plus 1 by c into 0 minus 1. Or you can take it as d by root of that formula also. By root of 1 by a the whole square plus 1 by b the whole square plus 1 by c the whole square equal to 1. Now squaring both the side, p square is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square plus 1 by c square. Transposing gives you the answer 1 by p square equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square plus 1 by c square. So this is what, and combining both the sum, we are having the next sum, that is the variable point remains at a constant distance 3p from the origin, cuts the coordinate axis ABC, show that the locus of the centroid of the triangle is, this is what. So combining the previous sum centroid concept as well as the distance from the origin concept, both gives you, combined concept gives you this. So So here we are having distance is 3p units. Same thing, so I'm not spending time in writing. Distance is 3p. Equation is minus 1 by root of 1 by a square plus 1 by b square plus 1 by c square. The distance, last sum we wrote p, this sum we are writing 1 by p square. Now squaring both the side, 9p square is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square plus 1 by c square. Transposing or reciprocal anyway. 1 by a square plus 1 by b square plus 1 by c square is equal to 1 by 9p square. Centroid concept we studied in the previous sum. Here we wrote distance, and the previous concept is centroid is a by 3, b by 3, and all we wrote it. So a is equal to 3 alpha, b is 3 beta, c is 3 gamma. Bringing that back here, a is 3 alpha. So 1 by, we are replacing this a is 3 alpha the whole square, 3 beta the whole square, 3 gamma the whole square. So 9 get cancelled, we get this part. So this is what is this particular thing. So here it is, so 1 by, this is 3p, so we have done that sum only now. So this is what the sum. Any doubt, teacher still here? Anything you wanted to convey, anything you wanted to discuss, please. We'll have some discussion, then we'll go back to that part. Teachers, till now, whatever I completed is completed the reader, what is there in the reader, what it is there, that part is completed. Out of the reader, we are having few questions in the plane. So that is what we need to discuss. So let me talk, let me have some discussion. Then we'll go for the concept which is not there in the reader. Can you please speak? Teachers.
Ma'am, you have discussed about very hard question, ma'am. Really, it was very useful for us, especially for us, ma'am.
Okay, so I have just prepared few new questions also. Of course, it's some are board questions and some are not. It is we used to ask in our examinations. So that questions also will discuss. A few questions we'll discuss.
Yes, ma'am.
After that, we can have a common discussion about the topic. I thought 2 minutes if you are talking, I'll just change my PPTD, this permanent problem. I just wanted to avoid some problem what had arisen, you know. Few questions. Give me 2 minutes. I'll just copy the things and so that each and every sum I no need that I need to go back. I'll share all the questions in the new screen. The new screen, I will not have any much problem of this like this. So this image part also, I'm very particular in teaching. It's being an important concept. Yes, measure that. Yes, this is a image, foot of perpendicular, and the distance, all the concept question. 4 questions comes here. Find the equation of the point perpendicular this equation of the normal they can ask anyway. This is what is from the point P. Equation of the line passing through the point perpendicular to the plane. That way equation will be one question. Second question will be find the foot of perpendicular. Third question is find the distance. And the fourth question is find the image. So 4 question comes here. One is equation PM. And second question is foot of perpendicular. And third question is distance. And fourth question is image. So these are the 4 questions can be asked in this one. So we'll how to combine and teach. First we'll see. First, the distance we should do it and make the children to get mark. This mark, 1 mark, we have to get them. make them to get it whenever the distance wording is there in this thing. So first, as I told you, always I prefer the equation be in the Cartesian form. 2x minus y plus z plus 3 equal to 0 is the equation of the plane. And the distance from the point is 1, 3, 4. So let us use the distance formula. D is equal to ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d by root of a square plus b square. So 2 into 1 minus 1 into 3 plus 1 into 4 plus 3 by root of 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. Make them to get this mark. Because what happens, children are used to this thing. They find M, they find P, they use the 11th standard formula. Suppose some mistake, calculation mistake, this M is wrong, they lose this 1 mark also. So that is the reason first we will train them to get this mark. So that is the first part we will take care. So after that, after finding this, the distance, we go for the second concept. Second concept, how to do it. The most important thing is making them to draw a diagram. Diagram drawing is very essential. So ask them to draw. First is the plane and write the plane equation. That is the first step. My second step is, what is the question? Writing that from the point 1, 3, 4, find the foot of perpendicular. So write it. That's my second step. The third step, before going for writing, ask them to draw a normal and write the direction ratio of the normal in the bracket. Normal is 2, minus 1, 1. So ask them and recalling 1. So all these things to do every sum. The beginning, the first 2 classes are important. Identification of the normal, identification of all these things are important. So write it. So first step is equation PM. Because observation, normal perpendicular and observation PM perpendicular, ask them to write X, Y, Z. Now only the diagram is completed. Diagram will have the plane equation Cartesian form. Diagram will have the point M, general point X, Y, Z. Diagram will have the point what is given 1, 3, 4. Diagram will have the normal direction ratio. Then observation, when equation of the line, when it is a point and the direction is given, R vector is equal to A vector plus lambda B vector. In Cartesian form, X minus 1 is the direction ratio. Here Y minus 3 is a direction ratio. Here Z minus 4 is a direction ratio. And parallel concept is A1 by A2, B1 by B2, and C1 by C2, they are equal. First step. My second step is the general point. General point. General point is X is equal to 2 lambda plus 1, Y equal to minus lambda plus 3, and Z is equal to lambda plus 4. This is my second point, second step. The general point lies in the plane, therefore it satisfies the plane equation. So writing the plane equation, 2x minus y plus z plus 3 is 0. Substitution 2 into 2 lambda plus 1 minus lambda plus 3 plus lambda plus 4 plus 3 equal to 0. That gives you 4 lambda plus lambda plus lambda plus 2 minus 3 plus 4 plus 3 is 0. So 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6 lambda. 6 plus 6 is 0. Lambda you have minus 1. 99.999% in foot of perpendicular sums, the lambda value will be integral value. Suppose some other value comes, you can ask the children to go back and verify, right? Lambda is minus 1. Substituting the lambda in the general point, you get the foot of perpendicular. 2 into lambda minus 2 plus 1 and minus lambda 1 plus 3 and minus 1 plus 4. So that gives you minus 1, 4 and 1. So you got the foot of perpendicular. Next concept is once again ask them to draw the diagram here. So P, M, P dash, this diagram. P is 1, 3, 4 and M is minus 1, 4, 1 and P dash is alpha, beta, gamma image. So using the midpoint, they can find the image. So image concept is next one. So 1 plus lambda by 2 equal to -1. And then next point is 3 plus beta by 2 equal to 4. And the next is 4 plus gamma by 2 is equal to 1. So alpha, beta, gamma can be found image. So this question gets completed. And here the extension of the question is also there. PP dash length that can be found only by PM distance already we are finding in the first part. PM and double the PM, 2 PM gives you PP dash. So again to avoid mistake they can do it. But the word hence is given. So when hence is given, after finding the image only, they can find it distance formula 11th standard. If the word hence is not there, then they can do it directly to PM. Here we can't do it because the word hence is there. So PP dash length, they have to find it using 11th standard distance formula. So this is the image question, not there in the reader, but very often comes in the examination. That is what, right? The next concept is measured parallel. Measured parallel, two concept is there. I have just taken one concept, other concept I'll explain to you. Find the distance of the point from the plane measured parallel to the line whose direction cosines are proportional. So this particular language, understanding for the children will be difficult. So that is where we are playing a role, drawing, find the distance of a point from the plane. So generally they write it, distance of the point means this diagram they write. We should say that we ask them to draw a diagram. They will draw like this. Then we have to say it is a wrong diagram. Then we have to draw along with them and train them. Find the distance of the plane. Distance of the point from the plane. So writing the plane equation, x minus y plus z is equal to 5. And then here from the point 1 minus 2, 3, measured parallel is coming. So that's why no perpendicular diagram, parallel diagram. Parallel to the line. So one line and this is parallel concept. Here it is 2, 3 minus 6. And here the point is general point x, y, z, point M. So now we have to tell the children, observe the difference between this particular sum and this sum. Here also we are taking M and general point x, y, z, 0.134, equation of the plane. And normal we are writing. In this diagram, since I made it, this diagram is wrong, they can't take the normal also. So this will be completely wrong. So they are observing the language, measured parallel to the line is coming, but the procedure is going to be same. Instead of taking the normal direction ratio, 1 minus 1, 1, 1, and 1 minus 2 and 3 x, y, z, this sum comes for foot of perpendicular symbol will be there. Here, parallel concept, so we can't take the normal. So that thought process, we have to give it to them. So we are taking the things in such a way, we are drawing the diagram parallel. So this is a direction ratio parallel. Now equation of the line PM here also, that remaining procedure remain the same. X minus 1 by 2 equal to y plus 2 by 3 is equal to z minus 3 by minus 6, that is same. And general point is same. General point substitute in the equation is same. Getting the lambda is same. After the lambda, point M, we get it. Once you get the point M, PM distance, we use it, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So what is important here is the drawing of the diagram matters in this one. So that is what is important, measured parallel to. The same concept is there with respect to measure parallel to the plane also. So find the distance of the point, not from the plane, find the distance of the point 1, 2, 3 from the line. Some line will be given x minus 1 by 2 equal to y plus 2 by 3 equal to z minus 1 by 4. From the line, find the distance of the point from the line measured parallel to the plane. Measurement should be done parallel to the plane. So that means plane and the line are parallel. Already we have given the training to the children. Plane is parallel to the line. At that time, the normal will be perpendicular to the, normal is perpendicular to B vector. So here we take it as general point. General point in the M place, we write the general point. 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda minus 2, 4 lambda plus 1. Then we take the direction ratio of B vector, subtraction of these two, 2 lambda plus 1 minus 1, 3 lambda minus 2 minus 2, 4 lambda plus 1 minus 3. And direction ratio of N vector, we write it. Here the plane equation, suppose if it is given x plus y minus z is equal to 7, direction ratio 1, 1, minus 1. So B vector dot N vector is 0, gives you lambda. Lambda substitute in point M, you get it, and then distance PM using root of x2 minus x1. So these are the two concepts, foot of perpendicular, measure parallel to the line, measure parallel to the plane is the next concept we are having. This is next we are having. Measure parallel. Now, I've just taken one case study questions. This was there in one of the books only. So this diagram diamond, all this thing is given. So covered with the cubical box. So many, all the vertices are given. So all the possible question, any way they can frame it. Find the direction ratio of A dash. Find the direction ratio of OA. Find the equation of CC dash. Find the equation of line, direction cosine of the line. Find the normal of the plane, the base plane ABCO. Like that, any question can be given, so we can train the children with respect to this also. That is what I wanted to share with this. Now, another hard question. Find the direction ratio of the normal to the plane. Direction ratio of the normal to the plane. That means they are asking, find this. N vector, find it. Which passes through the point 1, 0, 0 and 0, 1, 0. The plane is passing through the point normal to the plane. 1, 0, 0, the plane is passing through. 0, 1, 0 also the plane is passing through. These are the 2 points the plane is passing through. All right. And making an angle pi by 4 with other plane. We have another plane. With that plane, this plane is making an angle pi by 4. Find the equation of the, also find the equation of the plane. So this is what the question. What are the data is there? Passing through 2 points is given and making an angle pi by 4 with other plane. These are the 2 data given. Now how to go about it? So first we will write it passing through the point formula A into x minus x1 plus B into y minus y1 plus C into z minus z1 is 0. Passing through the point 1, 0, 0 I am taking. So A into x minus 1 plus B into y minus 0 plus C into z minus 0 is 0. So this can be written as AX plus BY plus CZ minus A equal to 0. This I am making as first equation. I use this point. They have given one more point also. Let me take the other point. My other point is 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0 also passes through this plane. Let me substitute. A into 0 plus B into 1 plus C into 0 minus A is 0. That is making me that B and A are equal. So in the normal, if I take AI plus BJ plus CK, my components with respect to I and with respect to J, scalar component is same. That is what the learning till here. The next is I'm going for angle between the plane is cos theta is equal to N1 dot N2 by magnitude N1 and magnitude N2. Cos theta. Here the angle is pi by 4. So cos pi by 4. Let me write the direction ratio of pi 1 plane. This let me take this pi 1 plane. Pi 1 plane, normal of pi 1 plane. Normal is A, B, C. Here I am observing A, B, C normal. Of course, in the beginning also I took it. Direction ratio of normal to pi 2 plane. Pi 2 plane is x plus y is equal to 3. X plus y is equal to 3. So the normal will be 1, 1, and 0. So if I take it cos pi by 4 is equal to n1 dot n2 by magnitude n1. n1 dot n2, if I do it, a into 1 plus b into 1 plus c into 0 by n1 dot n2 by root of a square plus b square plus c square into n2 magnitude is 1 square plus 1 square. So simplification, here let me do it. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 equal to a plus b by root of a square plus b square plus c square into root 2. Now let me cross multiply. So a square plus b square plus c square is equal to a plus b the whole square. Squaring root to cancel, squaring gives me this. So a square plus b square plus c square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now simplification, c square equal to 2ab, but we are having a and b are equal. So when I do it, c square is equal to 2a square. So c is equal to plus or minus 2 root a. After I get c, I go back to this equation and I write all the values. What are the values I am writing? ax plus by, that also I write it as ay because a and b are equal. Cz plus or minus 2 root a minus a equal to 0. So let me divide it by a, x plus y plus or minus root 2 is it here? Root 2 z is equal to 1. So my normal, they are asking direction ratio of the normal, that is 1 comma 1 comma plus or minus root 2, and equation of the plane they are asking, that is x plus y plus or minus root 2 z is equal to 1. So this is a way using the 2 points concept, 1 point concept, first equation, substitution of second point gives a relation between b and a. Plane between the two plane angle is given. So angle between the two plane concept, we get the relation between a and c, and then substituting a, b, c all in terms of a and dividing by a gives you the plane equation. From that we are able to find out the normal direction ratio. This is one of the hard question generally we discuss. That is what I discussed here. Now, here another hard question. I was thinking that there may not be time, so I just took the solution so that I discussed. As I was thinking this 5:15. In between many things, I did not do it. I just discussed and left it. So that's why. So let me talk about this part. Find the equation of the line. One of the most difficult question and hard question we come across in 3D. Find the equation of the line which intersect the lines, which intersect the two lines, and the line what we are finding is passing through the point 1, 1, 1. You can see the diagram. This L line we are finding, which is passing through the point 1, 1, 1, and it is intersecting the line, first line at the point Q, which with the coordinates alpha 1, beta 1, gamma 1 given, with the other line with alpha 2, beta 2, gamma 2. I can find alpha 1 by finding the general point taking as lambda. So here alpha 1 is lambda minus 2. When taking this as lambda, you get it as alpha 1 lambda minus 2. Cross multiplication general point, 2 lambda plus 3, 4 lambda minus 1. This point you get it. Once I get it, I can find the direction ratio of P and Q by subtraction. Lambda minus 2 minus 1. And here 2 lambda plus 3 minus 1. 4 lambda minus 1 minus 1. So I can find the direction ratio of this one, we can find it. Similarly, general point equal to mu, I get it. Equal to mu, I get the general point. 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda plus 2, 4 lambda plus 3. And I find the direction ratio of PR by subtraction of these two. That is what is there in the next screen. So direction ratio finding. So after finding, we are observing that PQ and PR are collinear. PQ and PR are collinear. So A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2 is equal to, I take another constant equal to M. Now we are having lambda, we are having mu, and we are having capital M. So we are supposed to find out what is lambda, what is mu, and what is M, all the three. How to approach this one? So equate these two parts first. While I'm equating, First one, I write it, what is M into MU? This and this I equate, cross multiply, lambda minus 3 by 2 mu is equal to M. What is M, capital M into mu? Lambda minus 3 by 2, mark this is equation 1. Now you take the second part and M. And in that part, capital M into mu you substitute. You get an equation in terms of lambda and capital M. And M equal to, you write it and keep this, mark it as equation 3. Now you take this 4 lambda minus 2 by 4 mu plus 2 equal to M. There also substitute cross multiplication. What is MU? You substitute. MU is nothing but 4 MU is coming. MU is lambda minus 3 by 2, 4 lambda minus 12 by 2. So here also you get it as lambda and M. What is M is equal to, you get it. So here you are having what is M is equal to, and here you are having what is M is equal to. Equate these two. If you are equating, you are able to get lambda. Lambda substitute, you get M. M substitute, M and lambda substitute, you get mu. You are getting M and lambda and mu. We are able to find out the direction ratio PQ. Direction ratio, once you got it, passing through the point is 1, 1, 1. Direction ratio PQ is lambda and mu substitution, we get 2 equation. This is the slightly very higher order thinking sum. So that is what I wanted to discuss with that. So these are the things I wanted to discuss. If you go to the view screen, you get first is file, new file or anything saving and all that purpose. Second is editing. We have redo, undo, paste, copy. Third is the view, where we want algebra spreadsheet for doing matrices and determinants, algebra doing calculation, graphics for 2D graphics, all those things. 3D graphics, you just do it. You have a screen comes in the near 3D extent, you get it this. So this is what 3D. In the input box, anything, whatever sums we have learned it till now. So you can type all the patterns. Suppose if I wanted to, for example, I'm just giving you 2x plus y plus z is equal to 3. I give you the plane, you are able to see the plane here. So with this plane, what you can say, the normal of this plane is 2, 1, 1. So you can type a line which is parallel to having the direction ratio 2, 1, 1. This I am just typing here. The next I am going to type a line which is having the normal is 2, 1, 1. You can observe that normal of the line is when the line is perpendicular to the normal of the plane and the direction ratio of the line are equal, they are parallel. Sorry, normal of the plane and direction ratio of the line is equal, their line is perpendicular to the plane, we know it. So I'm going to type an equation with x by, I'm giving you with the normal direction ratio 2 equal to, and then y by direction ratio is given now 1 is equal to z by direction ratio is 1. If you are observing, you are having a blue line, you are able to see that is perpendicular to the plane. So like that, all the questions, what are the questions we are having, we can explore ourselves how the line is, 2 lines are perpendicular, 2 planes are perpendicular. We are having the direct equations. So with that we can do it. For creating on GeoGebra, I'm sorry, I'm not explored myself to that level. Whereas I have worked with all the equation, what is there in the reader by typing, and I have done the observation. So the concept clarity will be definitely better. So when I'm drawing a line, here I got a line and I'm just going for a line parallel to this. And one more line here, we are having the line parallel line, perpendicular line, and so is there. So parallel line, if I am drawing, line parallel to another line, I am drawing, then I get a parallel line. So we are able to observe that this is also perpendicular to the plane. This line is also perpendicular. And there is a 3D rotation mode is there. That rotation mode will help us to observe in a better way. The parallel concept, perpendicular concept, how it is moving, especially when we are talking where the line crosses the plane, this point of intersection M we are finding. So the concept clarity will be there if we are talking with this. As Lashita ma'am was telling in the last GeoGebra class, we can expect the CBSE to explore all these things and give them the work of this particular project. Take it and do it, take the printout and stick it or something, questions or something. So we need to explore ourselves in all these things, and that will help us mainly for us to understand in a better way so that we can communicate to the children in a better way. That is what is like this. I have done many things, but every time I need to close and share. That is what I was finding it. All those 3D in the folder, I just kept it. 3D, parallel planes, particular planes, line of intersection of the two planes, all those things I have done it. So I just wanted to just tell we can explore ourselves with this.